Namaste viewers and listeners, myself Dr. Brahmdatt Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Komar Bhetya, that is Ayurvedic Pediatrics, Sri Shirdi Sai Baba Ayurvedic College, Renwal, Jaipur. Today I am going to talk about laryngitis, or we can say Swar Bhed in Ayurveda. If you like this video, please click on like and bell button and subscribe my channel for other interesting videos. Laryngitis, an inflammation of the larynx, that is voice box of the body, due to overuse, irritation and infection. It may be bacterial or viral, and non-infectious agents like allergens, pollens, dews, dust, chemicals and smokes. First, we will discuss the general clinical features that found in all type of laryngitis. The most common is hoarseness of voice, is also known as dysphonia, when the voice involuntarily sounds breathy, raspy or strained, or is softer in volume or lower in pitch. A voice that tires easily, we can say it breaks or cracks. The sensation of a lump in a throat or a dry throat, difficulty in swallowing and breathing in later stage, coughing and heavy mucus in the throat, a constant urge to clear the throat like Then types, mainly two types. First one is acute and next is chronic. In acute, it is an inflammation of the vocal fold, mucosa and larynx that lasts less than 3 weeks, frequently caused by rhinovirus. The important thing is less than 3 weeks, and in chronic condition more than 3 weeks. In chronic laryngitis is a more persistent disorder that produces lingering hoarseness and other voice changes. It usually painless and has no significant sign of infection. Then etiology. In acute laryngitis, cause may be infection, either virus or bacteria, or it may be traumatic due to excessive shouting, toxic fume inhalation and direct injury to throat. In case of chronic laryngitis, it is rare in children. Irritants inhalation, chronic sinusitis or other infection, gastroesophageal reflexes, excess alcohol intake and smoking, and some other allergies are the causes of chronic laryngitis. The diagnostic procedures we use: laryngoscope confirm exudate, redness and inflamed larynx, biopsy of the larynx in later condition, culture and sensitivity swab to identify the causative agent, either bacteria or virus, and general blood examination or X-ray. First we will discuss acute laryngitis. What are the clinical features? Important is hoarseness. We discuss further high pitched husky voice, discomfort in the throat, pain is slight or absent, dysphagia if epiglottitis or arytenoid are markedly involved, dysphonia in severe edema, dry and irritant cough is there. Some generalized symptoms like malaise, fever, toxemia is rare, more in bacterial infection. Symmetrical redness or sticky secretion on both vocal cords at indirect laryngoscopy. The clinical course in children can be rapidly progressive. So, the main features are sore throat, cough, increased body temperature, aphonia or dysphonia, pain in throat, voice change, dry throat. You can see in this picture the condition of inflamed larynx. Then treatment of acute laryngitis. First one is inhaling humidified air. It promotes moisture of the upper respiratory tract, helping to clear secretion and exudate. So we can use the bathroom for humidified air. Complete voice rest is suggested but not possible. If the patient must speak, soft sighing phonation is best. Avoidance of whispering is best because whispering promotes hyperfunctioning of the larynx. Antihistaminic and corticosteroid are not much effective. You can see in this picture, gargling is also effective. Antibiotic in case of infection, antiviral drugs, anti-inflammatory drugs is severe edema, surgical removal of polyp, inhalation of humidified air, rest of vocal cord, lozenges for soothing of throat, drink lot of water and do not smoke. Next is chronic laryngitis. The clinical features are dysphonia, that is alteration of voice and voice quality, a sensation of something being in the pharynx like foreign body sensation, difficulty in swallowing, painful speaking, persistent cough and throat clearing, halitosis, that is bad breathing, and bitter taste of mouth. Waterbus and otalgia is also common in chronic laryngitis. Some gradation of chronic laryngitis is presented here. In grade 1 there is mild erythema, stasis of secretion, there is string sign, pilling up of interarytenoid mucosa. In grade 2 diffuse edema and mucosal thickening but with little erythema. In grade 3 diffuse erythema with granular friable mucosa or ulceration. In grade 4 discrete granuloma with or without edema or erythema. Some histological features according to grade are presented. You can see. Next is management of chronic laryngitis. Some lifestyle changes like avoiding late evening eating and drinking, reducing evening alcohol intake, avoiding food stuff giving reflux symptoms, raising the head of the bed. Vocal hygiene, absolute silence not advised because it is not possible. Hydration of the patient from humidified air, do not strain, don't smoke, drink lot of water and don't clear throat. Decongestant for nasal obstruction, cough suppression and mucolytic agents we can use. Avoid drying antihistamines. As2 blockers or proton pump inhibitors in case of gastroesophageal reflux. Steroid only for need to use voice performance like singer can use. Surgery should be used for discrete lesions only. Chronic infection processes in the larynx are rare and frequently mimic squamous cell carcinoma, so it should be differentiated. Next is acute simple laryngitis in children. In children, laryngitis is more serious because of anatomical difference of infantile larynx, rich lymphatic drainage. The neuromuscular mechanism is more easily upset and spasm more easily provoked. The child is less liable to expel secretion by cough. You can see in this picture, the size is also small in infants. Clinical features like cough, hoarseness, laryngeal spasm. There is false croup, we will discuss further. Dyspnea, cyanosis and stridor from laryngeal spasm and edema. Laryngitis stridulosa is the name given to the condition when stridor is present with laryngitis. The treatment is same as adult. In addition to oxygenation and securing the airways. When there is stridor and cyanosis, then intubation and tracheostomy is suggested. Then important thing is croup, that is acute laryngotracheobronchitis, infection of the upper airway which obstruct breathing and cause a characteristic barking cough. It affects infant and small children up to the age of 7 years, mostly caused by parainfluenza virus or secondary bacterial infection, most common Haemolyticus streptococcus, superimposed by third day, which make the condition worse. Then what are the clinical features of croup? There is hard, dry, barking cough, further aggravated by crying, as well as anxiety and agitation. Hoarseness of voice, pyrexia more than 41 degrees Celsius, dyspnea and cyanosis, tenacious exudation and crusting over throat. Narrowing of the air column at subglottic space. This is called steeple sign. It is found on X-ray of the neck AP view. You can see in this picture the narrowing of the airway at subglottic space, that is steeple sign. Then management of croup, immediately hospital admission, rest and reassurance, systemic antibiotic and antipyretics, humidification and oxygen, preferably in oxygen tent, fluid by mouth or IV. IV steroid has slight benefit, removal of secretion by mucolytic agents, bronchoscopy with removal of secretion by suction or forceps, endotracheal tube intubation or tracheostomy in severe stage. Now we come on Ayurveda and laryngitis, or we can say the Swar Bhed. In Shushruta Samhita, Uttar Tantra, chapter number 53, the disease Swar Bhed is described. What is the meaning of Swar Bhed? Swar means voice and Bhed means deformity. The deformity or abnormality in the swar is called Swar Bhed. The causes are Atya Uccha Bhashanam, Vish Adhyan Atigati, Shitadibi, Prakopita, Pavanadeyastu, Strotusu, Te Swarvaheshu Gata Pratistha Hanyu, Swaram Bhavati Chahi, Shadvidasya. The causes Atya Uccha Bhashan, speaking loudly, Vish, effect of poison, Adhyan, reading loudly, Abhighat, that is trauma, and mainly types are Vataj, Pittaj, Sannipataj, Chayaj and Medoj. Now we will discuss the clinical features according to types. In Vataj Swar Bhed there is Bhinna Swar. What is Bhinna Swar? Split sound and words when the person speaks, or we can say cracks in the sentence. In Pitta Swar Bhed, there is burning sensation in throat while speaking. In Kaphaj type, the throat of the patient is always obstructed by the kapha. The patient speaks less and slowly with feeble voice, especially on the morning, because in morning there is cough predominance. In Sannipatas type, it has symptoms of all doshas. Kshaya's has a feeling, there is smoky feeling in the throat. Medoj, the words of the patient appears to be sunk deep inside the throat while he speaks. Words spoken are not clear, burning sensation in the throat and severe thrust in case of Medoj Swar Bhed. Then Ayurvedic treatment according to type of Swar Bhed. In Vata Swar Bhed, ghee should be given to drink before food, and after food ghee should be given with marich, black pepper. Oil containing bala, rasna, guduchi, yasti madu should be administered. Masras, or we can say meat soup, especially bird meat, should be cooked in Laghu Panchmul and given. Kasmat Ghat, Bhrangraj Ghat, powder of Brahmi, Vacha, Shunthi, Pipli should be mixed with honey and can be given. The mixture of rice with ghee and gud udak and taken with lukewarm water is effective in Vata Swar Bhed. In case of Pitta Swar Bhed, there is burning sensation in throat. Virechan can be given as it is the best in Pitta disease. In children, it should be mild. Yasti Madhu mixed with honey should be given. Ghee and jaggery can be given. Shatavari Churn can be given with ghee or honey. Tikta Ghat and Vasa Ghat is very helpful in Pitta Swar Bhed. In case of Kapha Swar Bhed, strong nasya, or we can say Shodhan nasya should be given. Foods that are pungent in taste, strong drug like Trikatu, means Shunthi, Marich, Pippali with Gaumutra or honey and oils. Gargling with Trifladi Churn and Haldi with Himalayan salt is very helpful. In Medoj Swar Bhed, same treatment is described as Kapha Swar Bhed. Next is treatment of Swar Bhed due to Atya Uch Bhashan, speaking loudly. We can use any milk, either cow, either buffalo or goat, processed with Kakolyadi Gan medicines and should be given with sugar or honey. In case of Sannipadat and Kshaya Swar Bhed, it is mentioned as Asadhya Vyadhi and doctor should treat according to his skill. Pathya in case of Swar Bhed are Draksha, Haritaki, Lahasun, Sandav, Adrak, Tamul, Marich and Ghrat. General Ayurvedic treatment we can use in Swar Bhed. In Kashaya Kalpana we can use Amritottar Kashaya, Dashmul Katutraya Kashaya, or we can use Dashmul Kashaya, Drakshadi Kashayam or Varunadi Kashayam. In Asa Varishta preparation, Vasa Arist, Pippalyasava, Jirkadya Arist. In Ghrat preparation, Vasa Ghrat, Kantakari Ghrat, Vidaryadi Ghrat, Tikt Ghrat, Saraswat Ghrat. In lay form we can use Vasadi lay, Dashmul Rasayan, Agastya Haritaki Rasayan. In case of vati or tablet, we can use Khadiradi vati, Lavangadi vati, Eladi vati, Vyoshadi vati or Lakshmi Vilas Ras. In churn preparation, Yasti Madhi churn especially, Sitopladi churn, Haridra Khand and Giloi Sattva we can use. In market preparation, we can use Saptilin. It is best for chronic laryngitis. If you like this video, please click on like and bell button and subscribe my channel for other interesting videos. Thank you very much.